Helen is a type 2 diabetic. Unfortunately, she hasn't been herself lately. At work, she used to lose her temper quickly. Every other conversation with people ended up with weeping. And the worst part was, she could hardly sleep. Most of the day, she looked and felt like a zombie, with only a single thought in her mind: her diagnosis of diabetes. Helen knew that her blood sugar wasn't something to be proud of, and that it had been going on for some time. But during the last appointment with her doctor, the latter dropped a bombshell on her, offering her insulin therapy. He said that the move was essential to improve her blood sugar control, or otherwise she was putting her vital organs in severe jeopardy. She broke out in a cold sweat when imagining an orthopedic surgeon with a huge saw trying to amputate her diabetic foot. On the other hand, the very thought of insulin therapy put her on pins and needles. It's not only the injections turning into an inseparable part of her life, but the notion of no way back. And apart from that, what would everybody say when they saw her injecting the first time? That could be the last nail in her coffin. She tried to read articles, but each one pointed in a different direction, and none of them really addressed her specific case. She also spoke with a few diabetic patients like herself, but each one had his or her own opinion, usually based on a single argument instead of a view or the whole picture. Helen felt that she was stuck in a dead end and was really going bananas. One day, she received a phone call from a friend of hers, Sandra, inviting Helen to her birthday party. Helen had no desire to celebrate, and Sandra felt her depressed voice, so she asked what was going on. It suddenly crossed her mind that Sandra was a nurse, so she poured her heart out, telling her about the insulin dilemma. "Don't worry, many diabetics are in your position," reassured Sandra. "Your doubts are justified, so you don't need to feel strange or hysterical." "Thanks." Helen was already feeling better. "But what shall I do? I guess that for some diabetics in such a conflict, insulin therapy is the best way forward, while others are not suitable candidates for insulin therapy." "That's correct. You are looking for a self-tailored solution." "Exactly," confirmed Helen. "Well, I have a great idea for you," said Sandra. "As a nurse, I have many diabetic patients, and recently, some have directed my attention to a new book called Insulin Therapy, Inject or Reject, written by Dr. Zilber, an endocrinologist. I have read it myself and found it perfect for all diabetics who are considering insulin therapy." "What's so special about this book?" "First, it's very simple and friendly, with cute pictures and illustrative charts, so even students can read it. Secondly, it takes you by the hand and leads you through all the difficult points without skipping any. And by the time you finish reading it, you'll probably know what you should do." "Sounds awesome. Where can I find this book?" "It's on Amazon.com. You'll find it easily due to its catchy name. Insulin Therapy, Inject or Reject." "Well, I feel much better already," rejoiced Helen. "Thank you so much for the advice." "You are welcome," said Sandra. "You'll feel way better as soon as you've read the book. So, see you at my birthday party?"